Hey family, I was I don't know, like we have our past life, and it's interesting. Like you're looking at it from two different ways. Well, there's two things. I know that you place yourself in what's gone, what's past, and how you were then, but you remember all the things that were around you, that were part of that time. Um, it's it's hard. There's two things, I guess. There's that um, things and people that are no longer part of this place, and then another thing is the people that are still here. They don't share. They um, let things die. You know, and there's things that are introduced into our lives. There's God has it for us to like people to be introduced in our lives, and for us to have the faculty to introduce life into this place. But I don't know. I was looking back, like there's some people. I don't know why I've been going through this time, but I think it's kind of the full. I think it's part of the fullness of things. Just really appreciating. There's the celebration of life, but what's deeper is mourning. And it's weird. I don't know. I guess we're different, and I don't know why. And I don't know if this is this is a commonality, but I didn't like when some of these people left. Like I went to a few grave sites today and tonight, and these were kids that they died young. They were around my age. These are kids like I had, like when we were young, we had experiences, right? But I don't know. It's late at night, and what's the value of things that have passed? If you can't, I get it's not like we worship what's past, but at the same time if we don't feel, then how what's past that time, how's now any different? Those lives, they like I said, we don't worship something, but obviously life is sacred. And I knew these people, and I guess I don't know how other people feel. I can't expect everybody to coordinate with how I'm feeling exactly right now, but I don't know. It's I'm looking for people to love too. And, it's not about me, it's about us. But it's hard. It's like this place it's so easy just to be like, it's part of the human condition to want to be surrounded, you know. Uh, but yeah, if I don't know if I'm really making this for any reason. Uh, I don't know how long it's been since I've come around here. I'm in Brandon right now, and this is my elementary. This is, I could be shooting this. I don't know if I'll do one at Valley Springs, and the thing is, there's moving on. Truly, there's moving on. There's everything to do in this life. I mean, this life is purposed. Not just going in and saying, and what's truly what's dead. It is, and that's true. We do have new lives, but our lives do move on. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm conveying. I believe it's valid. How it says, "Blessed are those who mourn," and I think there's a limitation on that. But I don't know. Maybe there's more meditation with the correctness of. There's much to do here, and there's people that are still in this realm, and it's about 11 people that are here, but it is hard to find family. But I'll take you through this. You probably shouldn't care. We care about what's connected to us, and this is probably likely in no way connected to you, but I'll just do some storytelling going through here. I remember a bus line lining up. I remember a couple memories just flashed past my mind. I can't structure what the inside of the building's like. And I went here in 5th grade, but otherwise Valley. But my best friend, I remember one instance with him out here. I remember walking out here. I should probably tell some names. That would be Nick Childers and I remember getting in trouble here too. I remember going throughout this town. This place has changed a little bit since I was a kid. I don't know what it looks like now, but Sean Hauge lived here. I don't know what to say. Sorry for not talking more and having something substantial. I guess I don't know what to say. Why are you making this? I remember when I first came here, I first came from Valley. A cool kid in school was Eric Tongvon, and he befriended me. I was and everybody liked him, you know, and but that kind of made I don't know, coming here was special. But I remember there was a kid, that Kyle, that lived over here. I found Eric's house, but he was only in town for a couple of years, right? I think that this was his old house, and Sam Schroeder lived. There's Kyle Danielson, that was his name, and then just Sam Schroeder. Those were a couple kids around here that Eric hung out with. But here's little Blaine's. Like I said, there's so many. We just used to go around this town, and I guess it transitioned to us driving. I mean, we kind of stayed around. We kept busy though. Hold on. I'm gonna mess around with these kids real quick. But yeah, I'll just continue in a little bit here, but I just this existence. I'll just feel I'm not really passing. I got to catch back up. He just said something stupid, so I was just gonna see if we could what was that? He said something and I try to rectify if at all possible, so it didn't look like there was anything to make of that. But the thing is, this town, like, I had a different mind back then. I don't know what I did. I did drugs. I didn't have a focus of anything really that mattered, right? But yeah, Eric Tonbon lived over here, and he moved in, I think he moved to Omaha, and he ended up getting shot. And I guess, we heard, I don't know who was connected with him. There's a couple of us that were more close with him. I guess I separated with him somewhat. But, the reason why I maybe am making this is because maybe it's a tribute to these people. Why that matters is our lives are sacred. It's the one thing that matters here. The rest of it's bullshit. All that matters is us, relation, and love. I remember pulling up here, I was so scared to go. Like you're talking about when you were in 5th grade. Yeah. We were alive then, family. When we were young, all of our time. But I was so scared to go to the school. That's crazy. I don't know how many years it's been since I've been up here. I remember lining up right there too for recess and everything. And this is the recess area in this field. That's what I'm gonna take us to. You can't see a stupid thing out here, but so you're probably just gonna hear me, but I'm gonna take you along, so maybe nobody, but hopefully I'll have something to say. And this, I'm talking about this, there's kids, there'll always be, as long as here is here, this place is changing so much. And there's things that are here now that are going to completely change things. It already is. I think I lived, this period is kind of, transition into like a new time, I think. There's certain technology, introduction of, even the phone with all its functions, it changes, it changes reality. But there's kids right now that are, this time that I'm talking about right now, obviously there'll always be kids, going through a spirit. I don't know how readily we can place ourselves in their position. We just have the mind that where we're at. Up here, I'm trying to place myself back then. I remember when like during the time when these people passed, and the feelings that we had when we heard. Talking about different memories, but people that passed too. I guess people watching, you'll know what this is. If you happen to be, I guess, if you happen to know. I guess I came here times after, later on, months after I was older. But that's crazy when you come to places and you when you come to places, what they were like then, you still have sensitivity. Well, that's pretty radical, huh? I'm sorry for having absolutely no content to this video. But to be honest, I'm kind of removed from myself right now. I've been kind of screwed up all day. Like I went to Lindsay Werecamp's site earlier, and I've screwed up my whole entire life. I have. These kids that I cared about. I don't know what I was doing. I didn't like pursue deeper relation with them. I really didn't have like times with them. Like if I feel the way I do, but right, I mean, there's still people that are here, and I guess I kind of am pursuing, but then we all move on, right? But I question where people's hearts are, here, because I don't understand how uh, that isn't universal. What's shared? Does everybody just let what they used to know die? And of course, like I said, we we do move on, and we create new things, and things that are actually more special in a sense, that you're actually bringing lives into this place. But You know, this place has such one thing. I'm by no means wise, but he gives us wisdom, which you also, I mean, it's you see how this place shifts, just how it has a way of just disposing of uh, its old form, like every part of it. And then people, you see like a person here or a person there, and it doesn't even translate. It doesn't even make sense where people are at. This place is so crazy, guys. And that's one thing you can take from this, if you can understand, like even from my expression. Isn't this? I mean, this place doesn't even make sense. It doesn't. What do we value? Man, I remember when I was little. There were a couple of us that came from Valley. I remember one of my first times coming out here, and Quentin Goalie was out here. I was all excited because I don't know if I knew beforehand that he was going to be here. I remember Nick Childers. He's like my best friend. You know, we were we were dummies in school, but I remember when we weren't friends. Uh, at this school, we became friends at the middle school. But I remember Holly Suss. Um, Katie Ramsey, uh, January, Jane Sickler. Who else? Oh, there's Ben. There's Carrie. I think that Ethan was here. Ethan Olson. There's Derek. There's Cody Feet. This is special. You don't give a damn, but do this for yourselves, family. Value what you have had. Value every part of what you've had, even if you're not accompanied by anybody. Everybody's, uh, things in this world that aren't necessarily sacred. Our lives are sacred, and love and relationships, that we have. That's what life is. But still, these places, they're still connected to people. So special in that sense. You know, I don't give a damn. People can talk, this up and down. Like, why are you gonna go? Um, you could talk this down, but I guess I'm trying to talk this through. Why this matters. I don't know if I'm like a record skipping. If I didn't satisfy something when I was actually going through it. You know what I'm saying? there were certain kids that stayed over here. Basketball court, I wasn't over here much. I think they wrap kids in bubble wrap when they send them out now. What happened to the wood chips? Let's see. Is this the same otherwise? Imagine if I was like a little kid, like walk through places that you haven't been in. What is it? Let's do the simple math. What was it? Uh, oh, Jacob, did you go to school? Can't even think right now, family. So it must have been like 9. So that was 16 years ago. 9. Yeah, I'm not that age anymore. That's funny. What, like 21 years ago? And you know, what is that even? Times meaning of years change as we get older, right? Man, trying to place like little people that I knew back then, and when I was little, trying to place us in different spots. I think I remember being over here. Oh, what were we doing? That's what's crazy. 30 minutes. What were we doing? I remember there's like little groups. There's Derek and Cody, and I forgot who their trio was. And we had like our little girlfriends, you know. Could have been longer. I was only here for a year, but still, it's so special somehow. You know, one thing, you know, being human, we have the capacity to just do wrong to others. It's a crazy thing. I don't know what used to be here. What are they doing? What they got for kids now? But you know, even lack of justice. You know, when kids are bullied. It starts at a young age, mistreatment of each other. And talking, I kind of got weird, you know, throughout my years. And, you know, later on, you know, middle school. And, you know, I think that's kind of why I distanced myself. And maybe that's why I wasn't in the moment. That's maybe why I'm revisiting it right now. You know, it's crazy the regrets we have. You know, and maybe there's people that have a lot less. But maybe there's people that are desensitized to the reality of regret. I'm trying to remember times here, family. I spent most of the time in this field. You can't see a stupid thing. Field still looks pretty big. There was just a mess of us kids out here, bullshitting. I don't even know what we did. I think we had our little gangs, and I don't know. I can't even put together what we did. For how many days? What did we even do? Kids. But the thing is, you're like, what are you still a kid? It's a period of time in our life. We're still alive, and it is meaningful. How is it meaningful? One could argue that that's not the case. When you're a kid, that's not where anything meaningful happens. Or it projects into who you are or who you become. And that's your carefree time. That's when you're taken care of, right? I wonder if they got cameras out here now. I don't know if I'll find it in me to give a damn, but probably still gonna have to take myself up here. Who else was here? I wanted to find some of my old yearbooks. And I guess it's different for people. Maybe they went to bigger schools. But at the same time, I don't know how much it varies at this grade level, but yeah, I just remembered a kid that I haven't thought of in I don't know how long. That's true. What's the point of this life, family? And you say, well, get some pretty good feedback that I'm doing the right thing. Things are good. I got a couple of people in my circle, we're doing all right. We have some good times. I don't know, family. Solomon talked about the futility of things. And to be honest, it is so, so true. All that matters is the well-being of each individual, first, primarily their everlasting well-being, them coming to God. And then as much as, what God has for a certain individual, he will rectify everything. We will have a new form. Everything will be healed. He wants to save everything. And we'll see how everything's perfect after. And it's here to see. You can see why things are what things are. But yeah, that's primary good, just each individual coming to God. Because that's how he does take care of us. That's why we're here. Bless you, God. Question. Um, I was thinking about life. I was thinking about life earlier and what it is. And I guess I say this for you to consider. What is. I'd kill myself for you, God. I'd kill myself for you, Jesus. Bless you. Cut my head off before I reach your name in vain. Die for you, God. Never again. It says that God is love. And you can reason. You can come to this. We live to die, but our lives. Cut my head off before I reach your name in vain. God is bless your name. Our lives, we live to die, but our lives do contain love. And there's nothing that surpasses love. So, and then you can reason, since nothing's absolute, God sourced everything, then how do we transcend him in any respect? So as far as we know, there's nothing deeper than love. So how could that not be our God? Nothing's absolute. We see it that our bodies, I don't know the exact line that I was trying to go with this, but we see that our bodies fail. Our body sees. And it's there's one that holds life. There's nothing is nothing is self-existent, nothing's absolute. So how could he not have power over everything since he sourced everything? Then how does he not have power over our lives? And that's just it. and then secondary good, the meaning of life is, well, it coincides with the first one, but falls under, is just the well-being, and any way, any goodness, any love, that's, it's all tied to us. It's all tied to the center of the core of us, that is love. That's the meaning of life, family. You'll never tell me anything. It's coming to God, and it's doing good and loving. And it's just, open the word, seek God. And know that I've changed much, but I fail much. So have your own pursuit, have your own walk. You're like, I sure as hell wouldn't, sure as hell, I don't think so. Yeah, I surely wouldn't look to you. Yeah, I don't, I'm not saying anything, family, but if you happen to be, listening to this, then, you can not disallow yourself the reality of what I'm saying. I can, what is plain, this much that is plain, family, is true. And there's nothing deeper and there's nothing more. God, love, goodness. That's the purpose of life. Not going to Mars. It's almost comical. A 3-year-old could put together more, Not going to Mars, not trying to extend our lives and pretend like this place isn't meant to be passed through. A child can understand, can comprehend Jesus in love. But I'm here, and it's dead, family. I don't know this place. I really don't. And I've, like, the crazy thing is, it hurts. I want it to hurt. I want it to hurt. But the thing is, family, the people that were attached to this place, the love, like, the way and the thing is, lack of love spreads. You know what I'm saying? Like, for love to perpetuate, it has to have company. You know what I'm saying? And that's corresponding being has to be a participant, otherwise it dies. So the whole thing collapses, I think, when there's no one present. You know what I'm saying? And that's just our limited, humanity. I'm trying to picture this. And here I am. It must be 1:30. What am I doing? I don't know. I could do the same thing like every damn day. Like it's never gonna end. I guess I'm looking at the reality of something. And to be honest, uh, real base thing. I mean, this used to be my reality like 20 years ago. It's crazy, 20 years ago. I've lived 3 times that now. What do I have to show for it? You know, Hopefully, I can just make you think, if you happen to be listening, just make you think about some very plain things. Just look at things that you pass through. What's the substance of these things? I don't, it's like I almost had a different mind when I was a child. Like, when I looked, did I even see? crazy, family. Like, you know, like feeling, like hurting, crying, it feels good. You're alive. I think that's what I'm looking for. Because I think maybe why I'm looking to my past, family. And this is for you know, the purpose would be for you. You know, screw what's you know, my past, right? Not necessarily what's component of my past, but you know what's specific to me. You know, forget about me. But if you can, you know, translate this to you know, what's specific to you. Uh, you know, just to look and just try to observe like the different things that you've that pertain to you, that were part of you. You know, everything that we're immersed in. Uh, you know, God created it. You know, it's real, family. You know, we shouldn't desensitize ourselves to things that God created. You know, and He gave us a memory. You know, what we pass through. There's this crazy sound. I don't know what's making it. But as I'm walking, repaved this. I still can't put together what we used to do out here. What is life? What can you achieve as a child, as a kid? You know, I guess you have a limited reach with how you can impose and what you can love or who you can love. You really can't travel outside of your allotment, right? In love. But I guess first, we're loved by God. And don't think that, you know, that God doesn't hold children. But yeah, I think that's why I'm coming back, your family. You know, if I wouldn't expect you to be no one will probably hear this. But, you know, if you have a family, you know, you know, I'm happy. Just, you know, love them, family. That's what this is about. That's the revelation that I received from coming out here. Just love, family. I don't look to me. You're like you're a hypocrite. Uh, you know, love. Look at you. Yeah, I fail my love, family. He uh, he enables, you know, and the thing is, I'm without excuse. But he has changed me, and I do have the pursuit of love for everyone. I need to, family. I do. I need to be honest, family. I struggle. That's what he has for us, though, is a pursuit of love for everyone. I'm talking this out. You know, you're like, you got to keep moving. You got to keep moving. You know, you got to accomplish this and this and this. A lot of it summates to nothing, family. You can do freaking everything, you know, Get all these nice things. And like you get your nice little property and you see how many things you can put on that property, put in that property, like these different things, and then you got people in your life, put those in there. But the thing is that that's what matters. But I feel like a lot of it today, family, is superficial. Like a lot of people that you're gonna place in your life, a lot of it today, we're just living for image, and we're just living according to this idea, or this I don't know if you call it like an ideology that we're immortality, immortal in immortality, or more. What is that? Immortal in mortality. These we live like we're not gonna die, family. And I know well that God is, that we're very fragile. I don't know if I should be dead. Now I don't know if that'd be a bad thing. It wouldn't, family. The only thing is there's things to accomplish here. Otherwise, I don't want to be in this damn place. I hate this place. I hate what we do to each other. I hate what we do to each other. Everything that we've done. It's Satan, family. It's evil. It's not our God. Our God, like, everything, life is sacred. And everything that we've had that's beautiful in our life, there would be no discontinuation of it. I don't know what, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do, family. I hope that I can, and it's not about me, it's about us, family. If you're listening thus far, I hope, let's see if I can convince you what matters, family. God, you are same created. God does love you. Like, look, everything that he's given you, family, nothing's self-existent. So you put it together, every person in your life that you love, that's from God. Every moment of love, that's from God. Every good thing, all the hurt that you've been through, God has held you through it. He's seen you. I know our God's all powerful, family. And then I know he feels. And again, we don't transcend. we didn't we didn't transcend our Father in an instance, family. Don't think that it's a human capacity that we feel. That's from God, family. He feels everything, family. He's yours. That's one thing. That's a little part of my life, how I've learned to live, family. Don't take it from me. Adopt it if you see it as valid. Throw ourselves away. As long as we can transfer what is, what's real to another person. That's ultimate good is ultimate existence. Because if we're not living, fighting for good, then we're against. It's what is it? It's an existential detriment. We're against ourselves. We're for our destruction if we're not for good. I guess we did one little lap around. I'm still trying to find it, family. What did I used to know? Can I reach in the past a little bit and just grab a little piece of something? What did I do just one time? I remember when we were roughhousing. I remember a couple times. I remember the crushes I had. Oh, when we were kids. It was beautiful. And, to have that for the kids today. What the fuck are we doing? What are we giving our kids? Teaching them that they should be confused about the bodies that they're in? To be honest, some people deserve to be cut in half. The only thing that negates that is that God breathed life into all of us, and there's still mercy. But to be honest, what's quite deserving for inflicting that on a child, to be honest, a person kind of deserves to be cut in half. It's wrong, family. There is right and wrong. But I remember being out here. And it's like just seeing people's lives, especially lately. Before I was like, you know what? They're not, I think I kind of had this mind. I wasn't, what would you call it? I wasn't sentimental with things. But now I look at people's lives and I want to reach out. God gives us a heart, family. I know. I'm not a devil. But I'm pretty sure I would, family. I'm pretty sure I'd be a devil if it wasn't for God. I remember coming outside. My teacher was Mrs. Monson. And she got, uh, she was a sweetheart. It was our teacher. And when she got pregnant, so a good part of the year, she was out. And there was this substitute teacher, his name was Mr. Berger, I think. All the field trips that we had. And how everything was so full. And I desire that for kids. Growing up, family, you've seen bullshit. You've seen, the dark sides of this reality. You've been hurt. Uh, we all have, right? But there's something in a kid where there's so much fullness. And they need to be protected, you know. What is a kid? Just to become an adult. But if that's the case, then why do adults die? It's guaranteed. There's no stage past that. Life is life, family. Yeah, it's special. Seconds, minutes, hours, days, months, years. What is it? What is animation? What is life? What is love? What is anything? There was a time when this plot of land, maybe there was somebody that walked by here by chance. I don't know what when this was, when this plane was void, without form. But then there were people, God, our creator, said, be fruitful. The first person that walked on or across this land. And then the school is brand new. The city or this town was established. I mean, all life. We can't begin to imagine our God, family. It's crazy when he is infinite. And you say, I think I'm pretty smart. I pretty much get science. And I draw back and get look at all the different aspects of reality, family, and then just allow yourself that nothing's absolute. Human minds and emotion. The introduction of us through the womb in DNA. I'm a dummy. I wish so many things, family. I wish I was walking. I wish I would have walked under him when I was young. I guess I'm out here trying to find myself. I'm trying to speak what is. You know, like I said, there's a good chance that nobody's listening, but what can I say, family? I'm gonna die. My life isn't shit. my life isn't shit. I'm not even sure if you know, it's us, family. And, I'm not even sure that my life is gonna be connected to anyone. Uh, you know, in the general sense of um, bringing somebody or partaking and bringing somebody into this world. That's not what matters. You can still have that role with people, but I guess the thing at hand is just influencing for good. But I'm not trying to call myself anything, and I haven't done anything, family. I haven't. I have ambitions to. I definitely endeavor to. And you're like, that accounts for nothing. Yeah, let's move, right? Let's do everything that we can. How small, interact with whatever's in front of us. Try to see. This is lower grade. The kid that I went to school with, uh, Lindsay, Lindsay Werekamp. She, she's beautiful. She was, she just, I don't know. She had such a purity in her. She was so pure-hearted, you know. But she's the first person, around my age that passed. But Kendall Cressman was the next one. This is kind of a feeling. But talking a little bit, I feel like talking about Lindsay a little bit. Uh, how we can be. Why I think that she was so special was, she was in a special ed class, but I don't think she was necessarily like that level like you'd readily think. She was she had a somewhat I don't think that she was too much removed from like a mind like you wouldn't think that, I guess, but just how she really didn't not love anybody. She didn't uh, really have any different interaction with anybody, I don't think. But she ended up uh, and I'll say this, I don't know the appropriateness of me saying it, but it serves to call a reality. um, I don't think this is taken away from anything. I think that I was talking about how there's injustice even introduced as a kid. Kids can do wrong. I mean, true. I mean, we can do wrong to other human beings even when we're young. And I think that there was mistreatment of her, and she took a shotgun, and I think that she, as far as I know, I think she shot herself in the head. And now to move to do that, I mean, to imagine, a 15-year-old girl to move. And, I don't know what, God knows. God saw her hurt. God saw what she was going through. But to, to know, sure, the thing is, she knew the power that was within that shotgun. What is life, family? This is the first time that I've walked. The next person, that was our age, that was 2008. I don't know if it's like 3 years after. That's Kendall Cressman died. And I don't know how he made it up here. I think it might have been Sunday. I forget what grade. We were already in, what was it? Lindsay. So what was that? I don't know if that was like freshman. And then sophomore was Kendall. No, not sophomore. I'll leave that be, but I think he passed junior. They used to I wasn't with Kendall as much. We were still relatively close. Just the way the town is. I'd say that in my mind. I'm thinking how they even got up here. But and I talked about the sacredness of life. And then the appropriateness of talking about something that's, the tragedies that we've seen. Yeah, I'm just trying to take it in. I don't think I've been over here ever. Maybe family. I think after it happened, maybe I've came by here. Just like maybe drove by. And you don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't know if I'm to talk about it. I will. I guess that's kind of what I've been doing. So, I don't know exactly what happened with it, but he ended up falling from here, right? And our town cop came by and found him, the next morning. And it was probably right around this area. I probably walked I could be a fool. I know that. Sorry for not talking to him. Closing, I don't know if I've had much to say in this. What can we do? How can we make like every moment matter? I think I'm out here trying to, like I said, family, just trying to find myself. Because it's so hard to find love here. I'm like seeking it, and where, there's no in something that is no longer, right? This place is sad. It is. But we know that this is, you can come to terms with this or not, but the reality of this is that, this is, this is hell's realm. This is Satan's realm. Satan is the god of this world. That's why you see everything die, family. This world, it cycles. It's cyclic in nature, but except in a sense, it isn't. They aren't uniform, not uniformly in a way. I don't know how much past cycles have likeness. What I see is the world that I used to know is dead. And I think you can probably attest to that. But I think a lot of people fill it with new things. God does introduce new things and good things into our lives. It's kind of the structure of a life. But I don't know what to say, family. Die for you, God. Destroy myself for you. His blessed name forever. Die for you, Father. Hopefully, we'll get to where we're going. I think I'm foolish to a fault. God can still use. He can use anything, anyone. I can attest to that. But I really don't. I think why I'm continuing on is I don't know how to close it because I don't have anything to say. What is the purpose of love? What is the purpose of life? Exactly. What's the purpose of love? Life, love. Those are synonymous, right? Is the purpose of life is God. Purpose of life is love. Purpose of life is good. You have no business telling me that. Yeah, but if you're honest with yourself, family. Love you, family.